All right, so we had a Friday NFP, we had a nice pump on ES, and quite the move if you ask me. Let me open up a couple of more charts here. Let's also look at NQ. All right. All right, let's see what the pre-market will give us. So again, NFP happened, we had a nice big candle up, and now will it be retraced completely? That is the big question we have now. I could also see it finding support right around here where we chopped around and then continue up and never retrace the full move, but usually we see a full retracement during the New York Open. So let's see what happens. Fix still with still 15, so that's been now a couple of days in a row where the fix has been very stable and steady. Now looking on NQ, if it can reclaim the 800 level, 810 I would say, then we can chop around in this pocket. But as you can see, while I'm saying it, we reject down. The Magnificent 7 is also pulling us down at the moment, I see. This morning I made a couple of changes on the terminal, and these will be the last changes for a while. But in the DOM you can now see iceberg detection and imbalance detections with IceB. So IB over here. And ice for icebergs. because that was still missing in my view, and now that we have it, I think these can be very handy to keep track of. I like this layout that I just created. So I have my time and sales, my main view over here with the 1 minute candle zoomed in, all the information that I need, and then 2 simple charts on the right. Well, simple, not really, because I have the gamma levels on it and the heat map. But I'll save this. I like it. So the next time, if I want to do it, I can go over here and then assign it. Now, given that we rejected here, and if we do not reclaim it, I can see a full retrace happen on both NQ and ES. And it's really starting to look that it will. But don't be surprised during the open, especially during the 5 minutes, that we can see a nice pump up and a reclaim, and then, even though we reclaimed it, a rejection down to the VWAP. Keep in mind, it's Friday, so usually we get less volume during the evening after Fridays or during the New York session, so especially during lunch hour of New York, you can basically see the volume die down on ES. Now, if you do want a little bit more volatility and a bit more movement, you can always trade the Nasdaq. But I have to say, we are seeing some nice moves happen right now in the pre-market. So currently, if we look at the heat map over here, you can see that there is going to be some interest above us. And it's right at this gamma level. So at 7,770. Could be, or could mean, that we can see a move up eventually to grab that. Doesn't have to be, but I could see that happen. So currently it's fighting at the SD1, and what I could see happening is it's going to the session point of control over here, and then if it does, it will also gravitate to the VWAP. By the way, if you are also using the Sharpnel terminal and you're looking at the trading DOM and you're trying to scalp just the way like I do, I tend to look at these two blocks over here, so that's showing me the current battle, almost the same as the 1 minute chart over here. So this is a zoomed in version and sort of a footprint style. And what you see over here is the historical volume traded. So if you can see volume blocks over here, then you know, okay, this was a high point of interest of that has been traded. So if it does reach this level, then you can expect that it holds a bit longer at these areas. Let's add a gamma stream, since this is just consolidating at the SD1 right now. We have some time to look at the gamma stream. There we go. So basically what happened is we went all the way during NFP at the global, went up just a little, not much, mind you, and now we're retracing the whole move down. Now, if the VWAP doesn't hold during the New York, we have some levels to the downside as well. So the next first level of interest is 7,725. It's already live, the option market. So the option market is now also in the pre-market. So that's why this is now changing. I'm still saying the 25 level, because if we look at the gamma ray over here, it's stuck at 25, but my EM is already moving down. Let's see the gamma levels on InQ. Right. Just trying the bounce, but I wouldn't long it. Sellers are still very active on ES as well, and the Magnificent 7 is a mixed bag. Oof. All right. So I'm still tracking the Japanese yen. So the yen collapsed, but they are in active talks right now with the US. So to be continued, but that's something that that I will be tracking during the day. So keep an eye out on the news on that. See the market breadth. There we go. Let's see the winners and losers of the day. Okay, not that interesting yet. And as you can see, it's been like 15 minutes and it's basically a stalemate till the open, I think. So we had the pre-market open, we had the NFP candle, a lot of movement, almost fully retraced. Now the big question is it going to fully retrace and go down? Meaning the VWAP won't hold, or we go up? That is the question of the day, I guess. Time will tell. VWAP's getting calculated all the way down there. You have the point of control, and okay, there we go. Flip. It would be interesting if NQ and the tech sector go down today, and we pass the gap flip and go below it and actually, yeah, go back down again. That's what I would like to see. But yeah, doesn't mean that it has to happen. In the meantime, because this is just, yeah, stalemating and pretty boring to watch, let's see if we can do some more macro TA while we're at it. So we did the Japanese policy rate, I think. No, we did not. That is still an interesting one. So it's slowly grinding up. Since we had the NFP, let's see. We already know the end results. I assume everybody has seen the results by now. So yeah. This is always one that I like to have active as well. Sector heat map. Right. Good. And that's in here. That could be interesting. Yep. This will be a useful panel to add. So let me save that. Go. And for the people watching that have installed the terminal, if you do not know what any of the panels are, it should be fine. There is a question mark at every panel that I built, and Pharos, the voice, will explain what it is. So if I click this...
The heat map is a color grid of the S&P sectors, shaded green to red by performance. A one-glance read on breadth and rotation. Broad green is risk on. A sea of red is risk off, and a split board shows money rotating between sectors. Defensives leading while cyclicals fade is a caution signal. The rotation pattern matters more than any single tile.
So, there you go. And Pharos explains every panel that exists. So I know there are a lot of macro panels over here, and if you do not know where to look or what to follow, Pharos gives a pretty good explanation, I think, and you can also go down below over here and click on Pharos and ask questions. So far, a nice rejection over here of this volume cluster. And we are clearly aiming for lower now. We're just playing around in this pocket. I think I might switch it over to this one. I think this one is a better view than the heat map. So this is also showcasing that you can play around with what kind of views you want. Let's see how I want to do that. I think if we make this a bit smaller and this a bit smaller, I can add it to the right side. That's better. And we are open. Okay, so a solid first push down to the VWAP as expected. And since we are hands off the first 10 minutes, I can move around my charts and have some time to play around. There we go. So this is the view that I want to have. 2 charts, trading bell in the middle, timer sales on the left, and then the sector rotation gap weighted. And I can do, now I can switch around. Perfect. Look at NQ going to that call wall. Nice reaction down though, so it's getting slapped. Yeah, really wants to push. Oof. Rejection, but still a battle, so buyers are still strong here. See? Buyers are strong still. Okay. Short, and the stop is at 61, and I am targeting a VWAP breakdown. Come on. Took that one off. Currently my eyes were very focused on the bid and the ask, and I can see that the buyers are still fighting back more than I would like. Otherwise I would have stayed in for the 51 targets. But that was a solid move down. And this is what I mean, that buyers are stepping in, trying to push the price higher still. Alright, I think I will start my session over here. So for everyone watching, thank you. And if you're trading this Friday, make sure to call it a quick and enjoy the weekend.